Hey, welcome back. It's Niijii.
Urbanamp.
It's January 24th, 2018.
We back.
We back, y'all. I know we took a little hiatus, but just life comes up,
Life. See, that's funny. Life or all the BS we do that we're required. That's required of us, right? To do that gets in the way of life. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't know what that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I've been doing a bunch of BS, a bunch of bureaucratic nonsense. Anyway.
Yeah. So
what's up? Yeah. Okay, I wanted to discuss. So last weekend, I went to Long Beach with a friend, and my family and stuff. We went like a little hike at this area called White Point, which I just thought that was funny. It's like, okay, we're gonna go up on the hill where like Whitey lives, okay, but I guess it used to be it is a military installation, or it's not acknowledged. It was an acknowledged military installation, right? Back in the 50s, 40s and 50s, it served as like I think it housed anti-air batteries, big old cannons, like 30 millimeter or something, 40 millimeter for, because there was all this concern about the Japanese attacking the West Coast.
Oh.
And,
I'm sorry.
No.
Just for you about is that, they had the Japanese internment concentration camps they had.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I find that strange that in America that there weren't any other concentration camps as far as like a German concentration camps, or an Italian concentration camp.
Never thought about that.
That's
other very interesting.
Yeah, you figure you were worried about the Japanese turning on you, but yet you're fighting Germans and stuff, and there's Germans here, but there was never camps.
Why didn't that occur?
Or Italians, or
in fact,
you know what I mean?
I'd like to look more into the timeline, because I wonder when. Like after if I have my World War II facts, down, which I probably don't, but anyway,
you leave in the comments below.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
Yeah. Please
man, that's gonna be great when we have like subscribers to trash us in our comments. It's gonna be great. What's the word? So like, wasn't the Pacific Theater sort of on the like latter half? Or so, like if it could be divided into halves, I don't know. But wasn't it more the latter half of the war, right? Because after Hitler and Third Reich fell and everything, and he shot himself. I'm doing quotations right now. And so so like that'd be really interesting if like if we did. Obviously, like the Japanese became the focal point, the focus of the war after that, right? So when did the internment camps occur? Did it occur during the time when it was like you're fighting Germans and Italians too, and whoever else? Because I think there were other countries involved. I just don't know enough about that stuff. Yeah. But I'm
sorry, I didn't even sidetrack you, but I just wanted to.
No, that's really interesting.
I'd
like to know that too.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're at this place, White Point, and as you're walking in, I get a few little, like the people that live there kind of know like little bits, little facts, little history, little like trivia things about it. So the guy, he tells me, he's like, hey, so there's a street that is right against the coast there, and it one day like fell into like a sinkhole. Like this strip of street fell into the ground, like collapsed, sunk into the ground, right? And it so happens to cover this stretch of land that is now set aside. Like it's totally like there's no build up on it, right? It's just like this random piece of like chaparral sort of SoCal nature preserve, right? Okay. And also in that area are these fenced off. It looks like concrete structures and strange military-looking structures,
Okay. Yeah.
and then if you turn around like right behind you, like facing the coast, is this gigantic concrete bunker, you know, and if you walk up that hill to it, you'll see there's like these two sets of double doors that are totally sealed off shut, you know, and it's like, what's in there? It's really cool. And then on the sea level, or you know, close to sea level, right, as there's a path you can walk by, you'll see all these little concrete emplacements, and they're on the ground, and they have like this sort of cutouts. You can tell like that's where the battery placements were at some point. But anyway, so then you get up toward the top where the bunker is, and there's a little placard, a little sign that gives you information about the place, and it's like, oh, back in the 40s, 50s, or whatever, World War II, that was there to protect the coast. You know, like I think because there was all this. Remember, there was like, Japanese were sending bombs and spy equipment and stuff on balloons. You know, floating over the ocean, and they're just concerned about that. You know, which is funny because if they were concerned about that, how did Pearl Harbor anyway? But I need to learn more about Pearl Harbor too. You know, just the idea of like, was that really not a false flag, but you know what I'm saying, false flag event. You know, was that like another 9/11?
Yeah, another 9/11.
I guess it's 9/11 and another Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, another. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's probably more accurate.
And rather, because I guess if you say was it my
like a Tonkin,
my hop versus lie hop, right? Or is it no I hop? I'm saying like I hop like pancakes. No, you know, like made it happen on purpose versus let it happen on purpose.
Yeah,
like
let it happen on purpose. Yeah.
Anyway, sidetrack. So on this little plaque, it talks about how during the Cold War there were nuclear warheads housed there, and then it ends. And so I'm like, okay, so what's happening now? Like, clearly there was some kind of an underground structure built there at some point. At some point it was refurbished or repurposed to house nuclear warheads, very likely, silos or something that could be launched in response, for some, impending Russian attack or something. And then what? It just got shut down, and they just sealed it up, and we'll just leave it alone. We're not going to do anything now. We're just going to leave it there. It's like, no, I mean, I don't buy that, And then, like the guy who lives there he's telling me how like the neighborhood is very suspicious of the place, of the area right there, because they think it's like, well, how come this street collapsed right there at this stretch of street that is perfectly in line with this area of ground that is like untouched, that is like reserved, and that was once a military installation, and how it seems pretty obvious that this is a site for some kind of underground, like a military base, whether it's a D.U.M.B or not. I don't know. Like, is it deep? I don't know. Like, what's the definition of a D.U.M.B? Like, how deep does it have to be considered a D.U.M.B?
How long has he lived there? Was he raised there?
Okay, really recently. He just moved in. He just bought property there like maybe a year ago. He just moved in there, and he's just kind of learning the area and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's like he lives like within walking distance, so it's nice, and it's a gorgeous view too, man. And you can see Santa Catalina Island, like you can see it perfectly from White Point. You can see the entirety of it stretching across. And
that would have to be like
that leads
a
me
backup, because there's probably something on Catalina Island.
On Catalina Island and on San Clemente, I bet.
Oh,
right?
there have to be, because that could,
and
those are going to be your first.
We could probably do a little bit of research and digging and find out, and actual documents saying that there's stuff there. But I mean, just all that aside, I think it's pretty safe to assume that there is stuff
that's gonna be
on
your
those
first
islands.
defense.
Yeah, you want to have it out there too. Right?
I mean,
just how it's like they during World War II, they were putting all this brand new radar installations all the way down Lompoc, stretching down Santa Barbara and LA and South Bay and everything. So like they were very aware and vigilant, and they were putting up defenses and early warning systems. So yeah, there's probably stuff on those islands too. That would make a lot of sense.
Have you ever visited the islands?
No, but we plan on it.
Okay.
And when we do, then I'll for sure make it a little secret homework session,
Yeah.
That's what I plan on doing. I told my wife, I was like, I want to get a Nikon P900 because I'm interested in photography. Yeah. I want to take pictures.
Yeah, I told my wife that I want to sexting because I want to look at the stars, you know what I mean?
You want sex? Right, you want to... Good luck with that. no, but no, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I want an azimuth so I can navigate. I don't know.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Oh, I have to say before we move on, because I don't want to forget another thing, which I will put the pictures up, where I took a few shots of Santa Catalina Island, trying to capture as much of the horizon as possible in my iPhone lens, and I also took a couple panorama shots trying to it was very interesting because I was able to essentially do probably like 170 degree angle, turn, with the panorama shots, and totally level, flat all the way across. And when you make the panorama shot, with the iPhone app, it has a line. It says follow that line.
You know what I was thinking?
So I kept the line on the horizon the whole time, and just went across and followed it straight across. And then you look at the panorama shot, and it comes out perfectly. You can. But it's weird because it adds these weird upward curves at the ends of both shots. Like it becomes this weird fisheye at the end. I don't know why they add that on, because I don't see why you'd have to do that. Even as like a digital kind of stitching, why not just take a bunch of horizontal shots, regular lens shots, and just like stitch them all up. I don't see why you have to add that weird lens curve at the end, at the sides. Maybe it's added on there on purpose because then it doesn't look so flat. Because it looks so freaking flat. I was like, I don't know enough about the iPhone lens to know. I'm just talking out of my ass right now. I have no idea. But
I don't. But that's a good observation. I think my wife may have a tripod that swivels, so that way you can be perfectly level. Right.
Yeah. We can get a level out and take pictures of it level, and then just swivel it around.
And then swivel around. That was perfectly.
And just see how. Yeah. And those are really like good experiments, I think, to just do and get into the habit of doing these kinds of things. And like I said, it's like I'm going to be doing secret homework. Like I'm not going to be like I was taking this shot. Like, oh, hold on, guys, hold on. My kids are like, oh, let's go home. I was like, hold on, I want to take this shot. It's so cool looking, right?
And then you'll thank me later. Right,
and then I was asking my friend, I was like, hey, do you know how long Santa Catalina Island is? Because I can see it all right now, and it's totally level. And I wanted to also, which is, I'll do some research, and I think that picture will be up, and maybe I can put some text over the picture. I'm still learning how to use the app. So, but I want to just see like how much of the island am I seeing, from a horizontal distance, and then just kind of calculate that angle, I guess that radius, and I want to see like how much am I seeing and how much is supposed to be curved, and just I don't know, it might not be enough. It might be so small, like negligible, that it won't even matter. But I was just really curious about that, because I was able to like stand there and just go perfectly horizontally 170 degrees, and it was like straight, man. I didn't have to curve at all. And that doesn't seem right.
It is.
And like I have heard the whole argument where it's like, oh well, our eyes take in light a certain way, like the way our lenses work, and so it's this illusion when you turn around. There's this illusion, that thing. I just turned around. It's going to sound like it on the recording. That everything is meeting you level at the same height, but actually it's all curved and shit. So and stuff. So I
but
I don't know. Like I've heard that argument, but then like that argument is almost the kind of thing. Like, can you disprove that though? Like, if it's not disprovable, then it's not really a good scientific argument. Like, it's like I can sit here and observe this. I can tell you I'm observing it now. And I can take pictures of it. And if the picture comes out the same way, then like, well, why are we talking about this? The way your eyes seeing things are all messed up. It's you. It's not me. It's you. That just seems like a cop out. I don't think that's a strong argument to use. Anyway, I had just like a lot of coffee right now.
No, it's
I was like sick for a couple of days, so now I'm kind of bouncing back. I have a lot of energy.
I think because I'm not too far from Malibu, so I think we can go out there and as I said, and do the same thing.
That'd be good. And try and find some of the radar outposts too. Don't get arrested.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's What? Oh, was that picture that you showed of the clouds that you were saying? That was
Let me look
like
real quick.
Yeah, was that?
Which one of Long Beach?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me tell you. Yeah. This is the one.
Okay, no.
Island.
I think you're talking about the
Zoll Island.
Wow.
Okay. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Right out there. See, this is the shot. See, and it adds a curve. That was not present when I was there. It was. I was going straight across, but it adds a curve. It's so strange. Why do you add a curve? But isn't that crazy? This is a lot. This is a larger angle, than it seems in real life.
Why would it be convex? That's kind of weird. Like, why would it go that way?
And then also, why would it be convex exactly?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's not flat. It's like a skateboard ramp. It's a skateboard ramp. Earth.
That's how it keeps the water in.
I'm gonna start this new thing.
Yeah.
That's how it keeps the water in.
That's how it keeps the water in. Yeah, because if it was round, it would
it's
fall off the edge.
It's a pool Earth.
Yeah.
Pool Earth.
The pool Earth.
The shallow pool Earth.
Okay.
The pond. It's a pond Earth. That's better. It's a pond Earth. I like that. We start a new movement.
Have you noticed about anything
on Earth theory
next to you about the oil? I mean, the refinery. Was that what you showed me earlier? On the refinery, you were trying to show me the skyline, the stormy clouds earlier.
Oh my gosh! Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. I'm sorry. What are you asking me again? What are you?
You were showing me the picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. So last week at some point we had a day that was forecasted to have like rain, but we didn't. I've been paying a lot more attention, remember, like I said?
Yeah.
And I only took the picture because there was some clouds produced.
That activity?
Yeah, there was activity. That's why I took the picture. So what that means, I know I'm like omitting the actual evidence, so that's not the best way to do it, but I didn't want to take all these extra pictures and not show anyone pictures of nothing,
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Anyway, I'm going to put it up on the video, but so this was a cloud cover overcast day. It was forecasted to rain, and then that day I looked over and it's producing all this white fluffy clouds that is going up and becoming part of the cloud cover, right? So again, but I mean, this doesn't really serve us still, right? Because we were saying, well, is this something that's an effect, or is it causal, or part of the cause,
Correct.
So this doesn't prove that, but I just think this is another interesting observation. Hey, at the same time as this crazy cloud cover, we got this thing is obviously very apparently making more clouds.
Yeah,
it's going up, it's becoming more clouds. So it's a good picture too.
Did it seem like the day, if you can recollect, before these clouds rolled in, was it active? If you can remember, the day before,
I did. So because my general rule has been not bothering unless I saw stuff.
Okay.
Then I could sort of, without authority, without certainty, I can say no, it was not active because I didn't take a picture.
Yeah, you didn't take a picture. Okay.
But really... I mean, it's not like I'm there all day like a hawk watching it. I'm only watching it really in the evening or in the morning before and after work, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And also to be perfectly fair about this picture, right? I did not see the cloud cover come in. This was was this the morning or night? I don't know. This must have been the morning, right? Or was this evening? I can't even tell, to be honest. But when I took this picture, it was prior to this picture, it was a clear day, no activity, and then there was this cloud cover. I did not see the cloud cover roll in. Okay. So I can't tell. Oh, did this? Was this the precursor to that? Did this preface the cloud cover, or was it just cloud cover and now this thing is making more clouds? I can't say. So unfortunately, I'm clearly not doing my research that well because it's not really helpful data, but it's something. It's a start.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep on paying more attention, and maybe one of these days I'll catch him in the act or something. Yeah. Just make sure.
Okay. All right. That's yeah. I gotta look at my surroundings to see if I have anything that's active like that. I don't. Maybe I don't. Yeah. I mean,
I'll do more research.
I just kind of moved into that area over there, so I'm not really too familiar with it. So the bearings down, drive around a little bit,
I'll tell you what. There's a few other weird things that I've just been interested in my neighborhood anyway. But I've never found out what they were. But I even went so far as to go on Google Earth and find them and try to see if somebody, there was some name or address attached to these weird structures I've seen. And no, it's weird to find a place. It's in South Bay. It's in the middle of this area that is like very commercialized, so you'd think like everything there is a label, everything else there's all this stuff around it. Okay. But when you try to click on it, it's nothing. It doesn't have anything. Like it doesn't even let me. So I don't know how to find out what's there, but so anyway, I want to start doing more of that, sort of investigating what's right here around us that we just don't even know about because we don't pay attention because we're too busy, doing all of our life stuff, all that fun life stuff.
Plugged in,
yeah. Plugged in, yeah.
What about this? I don't know if I haven't paid any attention to it. This memo that's being released or anything about
FISA?
Yeah,
FISA?
The FISA.
No. Dude, I was hoping you'd tell me something about it because I have no idea. What's going on.
No,
I just that's the feeling. I just heard somebody unsubscribe right now.
Yeah,
that's what that was.
No, it was.
Damn.
No. Okay.
It just popped up on my feed on a few different channels, and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" Yeah, but I didn't look into it at all.
I think I haven't looked into it because it's just such a.
It's
like all over the place. So
yeah, there you go.
That's part
of
it.
Like, okay,
it's all over the place.
And so that's one reason for me to not be as interested in it.
Just from that
it's
narrative.
More superficial. Yeah. It's like, oh, is this a part? Is this something? It's like like this, like how we talk about the Newsweek things. Is this something I'm supposed to know? In that case, I don't really care, but I want to have a peripheral, a cursory knowledge of it, but not much. But I don't have any knowledge of it at this point. Also, the way it's described, it seems to be part of. I mean, again, I'm just talking on my ass.
But there was an executive order that was passed, on December 20th or something, or 21st, on solstice or something like that.
Okay. Is this related to it?
Yeah, it's related to it. So I think something had passed right before.
I don't know,
so I need to look into that. But that's, to me, kind of goes hand in hand. You need problem, reaction, solution.
So whatever this is related to, so it's like, oh, I've got this executive order to solve whatever problem or whatever. We should just look into this more because I really don't know what we're talking about, to be honest. But that does remind me that we both watched the Corbett, the Corbett report, sort of breakdown of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and blockchain, and just all those terms. Yeah. It was almost like cryptocurrency for dummies or something like that.
Correct.
That was a really interesting video, and I thought it was really valuable too. I think that's one of those videos that I actually sent that out to people that I don't send videos to. Because there's a lot. Most of my history, people would be like, "You are crazy," or they'd be offended.
Yeah, I think a friendship just took a notch down.
Yeah, exactly. Lose this number, but that one I thought was pretty not mainstream, but something that it's easy to just send. It's almost like a good gateway. Like a gateway conspiracy, in a way, right? Because I think a lot of people are talking about it, but it's like this is sort of connected to lots of ideas that I think lots of truthers are into, right? Like small government, or
that's another one too.
Stop the Fed, end the Fed, currency versus money, So
that was interesting, for a smaller government. Your country,
or no government,
but your country, your nation should not stop because government shut down.
Oh yeah, the government shut down.
Yeah, the government shut down. Yeah, everything shouldn't stop. That's when you know that it's just too big. If if it's causing trouble like that,
Well, is it causing trouble, or is this part of the the narrative? Oh my gosh, the government shut down because those Democrats can't get their way or whatever. Oh no, it's the Republicans.
It's
they
part
can't
of the
get
narrative.
Their heads up their
it's definitely part of the narrative. You know what I mean? I mean,
who's gonna clean the streets?
Yeah, we need more people.
Who's gonna take out the trash?
Yeah, we need more people.
Yeah,
right. So that means we need more people. That means the taxes you have to get hiked up.
Yeah, but I was gonna say. So we're watching this. So like the Bitcoin video. I actually like sent it out to some random people and stuff. I actually didn't get any responses, so that sucks. But I was hoping to have some discussions. I kind of want to use it to get into stuff. I mean, to maybe like that's a good angle. I think you start there and you kind of talk about the Fed, and you kind of talk about maybe the, some of the, like was it the 15th Amendment and is that correct? 15? I forget. And the central banks and stuff. Just the idea, just kind of plant those seeds. I think that's a good way to. That's a good end.
But it's definitely a video that you need to watch 3 or 4 times just to really grasp. Just to understand that they're separate. I mean, like Corbett was saying, that technology, can be used for good. As it can be used for ill.
That's like always true.
Yeah, I mean the blockchain itself is boring. You know what I mean? That portion of it, just the ledgers and that, but the idea of everybody having a copy of that and the transparency of it, you know what I mean, is very promising when it's open. But if you're involved in the private blockchain, as with these banks and corporations are going to try to
they're going to try to take it over, right?
Yeah, they're going to establish their private blockchains, and then you're only going to be allowed on this side of the firewall. Basically, you're only going to be a member, but you're never going to get that transparency that you deserve. You know what I mean?
Really, that's going to fit in really well with the overall plan for the ID everything kind of thing. The whole with the security state, with the it's like if all of our money is all digital and it's all on the private blockchain.
Yes,
and it's all central.
Yes, correct.
And it's all one currency. And there's like a universal ID system and cameras everywhere and everything's all connected. That all makes sense.
Yeah.
In fact, it makes me think that really, like the purpose of the Bitcoin PSYOP might be to sort of help to push further ahead this idea of the one world currency, the digital currency. I feel like maybe it just, I kind of feel like it's all part of the game.
It's probably better filming at night. I'm sorry. We're not being attacked by bees right now.
At night?
Yeah, we're not being attacked.
If that goes down, then you know something's up.
But
they got a spotlight on. Are they looking for somebody? Looking for us? Watch this shines on us. Here. We're like, oh shoot. No, for real. What's looking at?
Yes, man. I didn't think it was a bad neighborhood, but I mean,
no, for real though. Is it? What's this looking at? Okay, it stopped.
All right, okay.
I was like, we're about to get. At least we're recording this.
Yeah, we're about to sign up quickly. But
I'm not a pedophile, and
no pedophile.
I will never commit suicide. I want that.
If you've been suicided,
it's recorded.
If I've been suicided, check into it, please.
Yeah. If ever it's here that I'm who's name? Someone's like yelling out there. Oh, there's like people arguing in the streets. Man, this is a good place. I wanna go where everybody knows. So, what are we talking about? Yeah, the Bitcoin thing. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the first bank here to say, we're looking into the future. We're gonna go Bitcoin. We're gonna go Ethereum. We're gonna go Litecoin. We're gonna go, whatever coin that they choose.
I don't think they're gonna go choose any of the coins.
No.
I think they're gonna have their own.
It's gonna have their own. Yes, I mean, it's gonna be their own, but.
What I found interesting is
as soon as they do that, you need to run, because that's definitely going to be a private, and then the next bank's going to follow, obviously, in the next bank, and then you're almost going to be forced to do it, because unless you pull all your money out of it, and they say here's a letter going out to all our members right now, we're going to switch over to the coin of whatever bank you choose. And it's either you're going to pull your money out or
They can't do that yet.
No. But
Everything's still based on like the U.S. dollar and like the petrodollar and that, right? So I don't know enough about economy, Dan, but I feel like I think there has to be a transition first, which maybe these other countries adopting.
The Maltese, I think it was the Maltese that adopted the coin, but not quite sure on it. But they're trying to get rid of the exchanges, which is the way to convert your fiat stuff over into the crypto. But yeah, I don't know. It's I mean the dollar is crashing though.
I will. We got to cut this one short.
Yeah, there's a lot of air traffic up here, man.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to cut this one short. But I guess, I don't know. Peace out. I got to run.
So next time, all right, Urban out.
This is Urban Amp out.
Niijii out.